400 meters of clear. I put the bike together on the way here. I said that this was for in between the forks. I was wrong. That's one of the biggest benefits that you get of dealing with a one-on-one coach. Morning, Trainiacs. They're gone. I'm alone. Let's go fart in all the beds. Trainiacs, this here is Barton Springs Pool, which is like 400 meters of clear, 68 to 70 degree open water goodness. Oh, God, this is nice. Barton Springs Pool, you are my new favorite. Whoa! Interesting tidbit, I've known about Barton Springs Pool for a while because that is actually the place that I think the concept of Roka, the wetsuits, was founded. Kurt and Rob, the founders of Roka, were training for a Half-Ironman and they were testing out wetsuits in Barton Springs Pool, and there wasn't a wetsuit that they liked, so they came up with it there. It's either nap time or take apart the bike and put it in the box time. All right. I put the bike together on the way here. I said that this was for in between the forks. I was wrong. It's for under the bottom bracket. Makes sense. There's Velcro here and there's Velcro there. Lift the bike up off the base of this. I'm getting smarter. I'm getting there. Yeah, she's snug. That was a lot easier than the first time. That was maybe a half an hour start to finish. Do it enough times, I'll have this down really quick. Knowing more about what order the bike bag goes in and where all the parts are and what all the parts mean, that's slick. I just gotta finish up some disgusting laundry, wrap it all up in there, fold up the sides, blow this baby up, fly out tomorrow. That'll be easy. Now, now. So I'm gonna go bacon cheeseburger. So this here is Arlo's, which was recommended to me by, I think, a couple of Trainiacs. as a vegan burger joint. We had a vegan burger joint basically like 50 feet from the old office back at home, and it closed down right before we closed down, so I haven't had a vegan burger in a while. Now, I've been texting back and forth with Coach Pat about how the race went yesterday. Number one, he's really pumped. Number two, there's a lot of ideas going back and forth about how we move forward from this, because there was a lot that I think we really figured out, really did well, but there's also a lot that this race allows us to learn from. So what a good idea is to do after a race is, like, as soon as you can get your head straight, which took me all of until this afternoon, start writing down all your thoughts on how the race went, how the training went, what you liked, what you didn't like, what you think your body did well with, what your body didn't do well with, all that jazz. So number one, I gotta figure out the nutrition, figure out why I was peeing on the bike so much and why I ended up getting dehydrated and having blood pressure issues. Kind of wrote down where there were some easy spots to gain speed, so that's where we can hone in on some training. And I think I can get it down under 440 in a half Ironman. Yep. And then the training build, like, I wrote down a bunch of things that I liked. Like, I liked that we incorporated more speed work, because it felt like when I got out into the race that it was easier to turn my legs over because they'd been up to a speed that was even faster than our target pace. So I was a big fan of that. And then things to improve. I gotta dial in how to race with power and feel, because I can train with power, but racing with power has always been a bit of a nightmare. And then I gotta maybe reassess the bike tactic approach dealing with such aggressive riding. Probably get a better bike if I'm gonna be going on to races where there's massive wind issues, a lot of hills. That bike that I was on, good bike, great bike. But when you start putting up big numbers in power and putting torque side to side on uphills, on side, crosswinds, just kind of feels a little bit sloppy. So yeah, if you're dealing with a one-on-one coach, that's one of the biggest benefits that you get of dealing with a one-on-one coach and not doing it yourself. Because when you're doing it yourself, you don't really look at things objectively. You're kind of emotionally invested in it. And you also don't have a second opinion to bounce ideas off of. It's gonna be nice that Coach Pat already texted me this morning. He's like, all right, debrief meeting, Thursday night. Let's figure out what's gonna happen over the next few months. Hint, probably more racing, probably more traveling, meeting more Trainiacs, huh? Let's get that BIKND cheeseburger. Have a good night, Trainiacs.